Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Off play action. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They move the tight end all over. Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, NC State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Nevada's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's right on target. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the 1st down himself. This Nevada offense really has it going. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Back to throw, it's Sapp. They've got the screen set up. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Shows him the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This quarterback does an outstanding job in his preparation, watching film and understanding when he has to pull the ball on these types of run plays. Great job keying on the defender and quickly making the right decision to pull it and then go get north and get the first.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Sapp. Got a big paw on it, and the tip drill pick. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback. And when he throws it, don't break on it. Gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pocket starts to collapse. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
With the catch, it's Ball. Tackled immediately after the catch. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Pressure coming. Starts to scramble to the left. And to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Bunch formation for these receivers. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Nevada going quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's sacked. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sayout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nevada.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be real.
Got a lot of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air. It's sacked. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Getting some heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Feeling some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He got it. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sapp. Looking down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sapp. Snags it. And the defense drags him down. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nevada. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Nevada, 13.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. Now on second down. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Touchdown, NC State! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surging. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
He's got it down the left. He's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Nevada, 20.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And now on second down for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're going to run it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's sacked. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Going for it from there, that's just outsmarting yourself. And guess who's going to pay for it? Your defense backed up with a 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Run it with the fullback. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them full control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The ball pops out. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll leave it with him. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down and 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Got a man, it's Jones. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They want that clock to run. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll try to get outside. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's set. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Nevada going quickly. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. 1st down for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. Quick step and go. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
And the returner will be knocked down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out.